This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. Got a cool monster to show you. So I used to have a Boglin way back when, back in the 80s. And I hung on to that thing for the longest time. I ended up selling it to a buddy of mine. And then I kind of regretted it. And I always wanted to pick up another one. This company, TriAction Toys, re-released the Boglins a couple years ago. And they've been making them for a while now. And this was the Boglin that I had way back in the day. Except he was sort of like an army green, sort of like a brownish green colored. But this is the Boglin I had. He's got the two little antennas. It's just this one's a brighter green with purple sort of lavender accents on it. So they've got different collections of these new Boglins. And this one is an alien. Boglin's alien, and his name is Dwizork, and it kind of sounds familiar for the original one. I don't know, maybe it was Dwark or some sort of variation of this name, or it could have been this name, I don't remember. But I got this guy on sale at Big Bad Toy Store for like $21.99, something like that, like $22. And that was a steal. So if you guys want one of these Boglins, Big Bad Toy Store has them on sale right now. The old one, the box that I had, he had sort of like little prison bars on the front of the box. This one has a little piece of plastic and this piece of cardboard that you fit in there. So it looks like he's in a containment pod or a little space-aged jail cell. But the monster is really cool. I'm going to take him and put him on my desk at work. So yeah, he is the same little monster, just in a brighter sort of fluorescent green with, like I said, lavender. And he's got his little arms. You have to attach his tail, which is super easy. And then you can control his mouth, and you can puppeteer the eyes, and you can pull down on his little brows to make him look quizzical or angry. The material of these new ones is a little different. So I think the other ones back in the day, I believe those were made out of like foam rubber. Maybe some sort of like latex. And this is a softer feel. This feels kind of like silicone. It's lighter. I mean, it doesn't feel cheap. It just feels different. It's lighter. It's not as heavy. And hopefully it lasts longer than the old school ones. The old school ones felt like they were constructed heavier and sort of out of a tougher material, but they got dirty really easily. The rubber would sort of absorb the oil from your skin, and then it was just like a dirt magnet. Some of these Boglins, when you find them at thrift stores or garage sales, stuff like that, they look filthy because that rubber material would just absorb, like I said, the natural oils from your hands and grease, and just, you have to really do a bang up job when you clean those things. They can be saved. You can clean them up, but I just didn't feel like rescuing an old one. So I picked up one of these new ones. And yeah, it does feel different, but it doesn't feel cheap. It's just a sort of lighter, squishier sort of material. Hard to explain, but if you've held the old ones, you know what I'm talking about. They were sort of a heavier rubber, and this one's a sort of a lighter rubber, maybe even silicone. I don't know. But yeah, it sort of feels like those Fison action figures, the titty girl figures that are, it's a metal armature with a silicone body over the top of that, like a silicone skin. This feels like that. So this might be that material. Anyway, he's really cool. I can't wait till Monday. I'm going to put him on my desk at work. I can already hear the people. What the hell is that? It's a monster. Fuck off. But yeah, he's pretty cool. And like I said, $21.99. So $22 at Big Bad Toy Store right now. And they've got different ones just like they had back in the day. They've got, Halloween colored ones. I might get one of those where they've got sort of skull face paint, or jack-o'-lanterns, or, there's a whole bunch of different ones. But this is one of the subsets, these aliens. And like I said, the only reason I went with this one is because he is the model that I had when I was a kid. He's my favorite one, the one with these two little Andorian antennas. And yeah, the new version of him had 3 antennas, and I don't know, I didn't like that one as much. But this one is just like a straight up remake of the old one, just in brighter fluorescent colors. Anyway, did you guys ever have a Boglin? There was a time in the 80s when little monsters ruled supreme. I think it started with Yoda, and then E.T., and then the Mogwai, the Gremlins, and then Critters, and what else? The Ghoulies. Like, it just went on and on and on. There were just like these cool little monsters everywhere. And so toy companies were cashing in on that and making cool little monsters. And that is not a bad thing. I'm here for it. So, all right, my friends, I hope you're doing well. I've got another video coming up real soon that I want to make. And it also is a cool product. So hang in there, and I'll be back very, very soon. Happy Halloween.